Hey guys, it's Ashley, your scrapping nerd, and I'm back with day 9 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days Sketches, Series 11. And today's sketch is by Sarah Davies. And this one's fun because it's all kind of clustered in the center of the layout. And it would be a really good sketch to use up some of those border strips that we all have. And so I am going to, of course, do more is more because I'm like, how much can I fit on a 12 by 12 layout before my eyeballs hurt? So I'm going to use this bubble stencil. Well, I think it looks like bubbles. It might just be circles. I don't know where it came from. I think I got it in a creative scrapbook kit a long time ago. But I am putting it all around this page and using Distress ink and fired brick to blend through the stencil. And I'm using just some white cardstock that I get at Joann's Fabric, and it's 110-pound cardstock, and I like using that for any kind of mixed media just in case to help with the warping. And so I wanted to add some green, and I used some Lindy's sparkle spray in the Ponderosa Pines, and I sprinkled that in the background. And then I had this snowflake stamp. You can see it on the white there really well. I always test it out to make sure that's what I want in a place that won't be seen. But I scattered that all around within the circles, and I use the same color ink, but it comes out darker because the blending brush makes that ink a little bit lighter. And I had these border strips in my stash that I've had forever, and I think they're like basil cardstock borders or something. I got them at, I think, a Goodwill, because I think it had a Goodwill tag on it. So, and I've had them forever. But I thought that they needed to be a little bit darker green, and I was gonna just do the edges, but then I decided, no, I want the whole thing to be a darker green, and so I'm using just the scrap paper so that I can ink the whole border. And I had turned the sketch sideways because these borders are horizontal, and you know, the trees and the stockings and the word ho ho ho, I mean, you can't really have those vertical. And so I'm turning the sketch sideways, and I'm using these pictures, and these pictures are of my husband putting up our inflatables at Christmas. And that this year we bought that huge 9-foot Santa that I just love because I collect Santas, but that's a story for another day. And so we got this 9-foot Santa, and I just love him. And this year we actually bought a Rudolph the reindeer to go with him, and it's just great. I'll have to scrapbook a picture of that. But in the sketch there's circles around the photos, and so I just used some scrap paper of some trees, and I think some red and white stripe that I'm gonna create 2 circles out of here for the top and bottom. And I matted the photos in just some scrap paper again. I just love this series because it forces me to just scrap, so I can't really focus and think too much. I just have to do, and it gets a lot of things scrapbooked, and it gets a lot of stash used up. I just thank you to Christy for doing all the work putting it together. And I also have this Tula and Norbert's Christmas party. It's from Photoplay, and it had this little Santa chipboard, and then there's also a tag with a Santa. And so I just thought, well, that'll be perfect because it really is about the fact that we bought that large Santa. And I had this Dear Santa title, and so that's the title there. Make sure you guys check out all the links below. There's a YouTube playlist, a Facebook page, an Instagram hashtag, just loads of inspiration. Check out everyone's beautiful layouts. Thank you to everyone that's liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below. I'd love to have you subscribe. But that's the layout, guys. Just adding some poinsettias around, and that's it. I hope everyone has a great day. All right, bye.